Hello everyone, welcome to the 25th and potentially the final episode of the chess this week. Beginning from exactly where we left off, the Pro Chess League is really beginning to heat up going into the final week of the qualifying stages. Now 3 more teams joined the Indian Yogis and Gotham Knights into the playoffs. The Chinese team Shanghai Tigers, the Russian team Levito Chess Wizards and the Norwegian Norway Gnomes, who defeated our team MGD1. More about it later. But 3 teams also got knocked out this week: the Unicorns, the Capybaras, and the Shrimps. 6 teams remain in week 5 and they all play against each other this upcoming week, and this will decide the last 3 teams entering into the quarterfinals. All those teams in the white, they are still in contention. And MGD1 suffered a defeat in week 4 thanks to a brilliant performance for the Norway Gnomes by V. Pranav, who was the MVP for their team with a score of 3.5 out of 4, including a dashing victory against Arjun Erigaisi. David Oval also performed admirably for Norway with 3 out of 4, while Drunavali Harika was our MVP, the top scorer with 2.5 out of 4, including a nail-biting finish against V. Pranav, where she was winning until the very last minute. Pranav took this amazing form from online chess to offline over-the-board rapid by also winning the IIT Madras Shastra tournament. Pranav won with a score of 8 out of 9 in a pretty strong field containing several grandmasters. Now, this was a very strong tournament, as with any event in Chennai, containing several underrated players, and some of these grandmasters didn't even make it to the top 25. That was how incredibly strong this tournament was. Another prodigy who took part in this Pro League matchup was Aditya Mittal from MGD1, and he also won another tournament, winning the Chessbase India Club first anniversary. Chessbase India started an offline club exactly a year ago in Phoenix Mall in Mumbai, and this tournament was won by Aditya Mittal in a tournament that marks their first anniversary. The tournament was graced by none other than the Supreme Leader, Samay Raina, Tanya Sachdev, and of course, Sagar Shah. Aditya won this tournament, and Akash Dalvi, who is a 20-year-old youngster from Mumbai, finished in the 2nd place. Now getting back to MGD1, despite the 4th round loss in the Pro League, it was a pretty happy week for MGD1 as another major event happened in Indian chess. Now the sponsorship of Grandmaster Arjun Erigaisi worth rupees 12.4 crores with Quantbox was one of the most talked about events in not just Indian chess but even at a global level the previous year. And this continued on as MGD1 once again contributed massively towards Indian chess, this time in partnership with Pravaha Foundation. This sponsorship program has a budget of rupees 2 crore for 2 years, and a major chunk of it goes to 2 of India's finest talents, Savita Shri and Vantika Agarwal. And a portion of this amount also goes towards 4 young talents, 3 of whom are talented young girls, Charvi, Shubhi Gupta and Saparya Ghosh, and one of them is a talented and a pretty well-known boy, Ilam Parathi. A big thanks to Pravaha, whose primary focus is education. Their flagship program is aimed at advancing giftedness and talent-related education in India, and they see gifted children as having potential to change the world in a positive way. A big thank you from the chess world to both MGD1 and Pravaha, and hopefully many more such things to come. And talking about amazing young talents, quite a few of them also played in the Inter-Petroleum Chess Championship, which is a team event consisting of some of the major petroleum companies like Indian Oil Corporation, ONGC, Bharat Petroleum, and many of the other companies. And this event was won by the star-studded Indian Oil Corporation, consisting of amazing young talents like Pragnananda, Raunak Sadhwani, and some of the older stars, our own beast Adiban, Surya, and Karthikeyan Murli. ONGC came in the 2nd place after an important battle between Pragg and Vidit, in which Pragg came out on top this time for Indian Oil Corporation, and Bharat Petroleum finished in the third place. There was also an individual event apart from the team events, and this was also won, no surprises there, by Pragg once again. Now moving on to some of our favorite segments, we did not have any Grandmasters this week. Now this is news. However, another one of our favorite segments of Indian Grandmasters winning in European Opens, here we have quite a few good news to share. Now starting with the Chess EMY Open in Germany. This was won by one of the recently crowned Grandmasters, Grandmaster Sayantan Das, and Grandmaster Deepkan Ghosh finished in the 4th place. The Kragerø Resort Open also took place in Norway, and this was won by the Australian international master John Paul Wallace, although Leon made it quite close to the top there, and NR Vishak also featured in the 6th place. However, Leon did not stay out of the 1st place for too long, as he won the Bad Horishofen Open in Germany. Apologies if I'm getting that pronunciation woefully wrong, but Leon didn't make any wrong moves there, as he won this tournament, featuring not just several top players from Europe, but also 18 other Indian chess players. And talking about European Opens, now this is a European Open which none of the Indians can play, the European Individual Chess Championship, and at the end of 9 rounds, it's Grandmaster Alexei Sarana who is in the lead with 7.5 out of 9. With just 2 more rounds to go, this tournament is heating up, and there's a lot at stake for not just the winner, but also for the continental qualification spots for the upcoming World Cup. And in more good news for chess, after years of trying, chess finally managed to get into the Olympics, although the eSport Olympics. Now this will take place in Singapore from June 22 to 25, and a lot more details are awaited about this, but there will be online qualifications so people can get into the Olympics, although a lot more details are awaited as to who can play, what the format of the qualifiers are, and many such things. So for more, do watch the future episodes of the Chess This Week if they happen. Before we conclude, we have a sad and shocking update on Grandmaster Ramirez's alleged sexual misconduct. Chess once again reached mainstream news as the Wall Street Journal came up with a detailed report on Grandmaster Ramirez's alleged misconducts. This follows Jennifer Shahadeh's tweet, after which many more alleged victims came forward with their versions, and as many as 8 women allegedly accused Mr. Ramirez of wrongdoing. The article also alleges that the top chess bodies, including the US Chess Federation and the powerful St. Louis Chess Club, failed to act or effectively investigate when first learning of these events. The US Chess, for their part, they came out with a statement about this whole episode, stating that Grandmaster Ramirez effectively did little or no work for the US Chess Federation post hearing about Ramirez's alleged misconducts in the first place. However, this was heavily criticized on the social media, as Grandmaster Ramirez was the coach of the US women's team in the Chennai Chess Olympiad in 2022. The US Chess stated that this decision was made by the team independently of US Chess, but the US Chess is the governing body of chess in the United States and is also likely to have paid for the coach and captain of the women's team. So we await further updates on that as well. Following the allegations, Grandmaster Ramirez resigned his job as the head coach of the St. Louis Chess Club, and his lawyer came up with the following statement, which frankly uses a lot of heavy legal language, which I'm not able to translate at this point, so I'll just put the statement on. And the St. Louis Chess Club also came up with a statement stating that Mr. Ramirez resigned his affiliation with the St. Louis Chess Club on March 6, 2023, and the St. Louis Chess Club accepts the resignation. The St. Louis Chess Club has no further comment regarding this. So this was St. Louis Chess Club's statement, and once again, we await further updates on this. This is a sad event, I must say, and something I had absolutely no idea of. However, it's also a positive. It's a difficult word to use in the context where there have been so many victims of abuse, allegedly, once again, as it is undergoing investigation at this point, which also has to be respected. But yeah, it's difficult to use the word positive, but nevertheless, it's also important for incidents of wrongdoings to come out in public so that the people who do wrong things get the deserved punishment, and that deters future wrongdoers. So in that sense, it's important for things to come out. That's this episode of the Chess this week. Now, upcoming tournaments, among other important events, the Chessable Masters plane will take place this Monday, and the qualifiers will join the likes of Magnus Carlsen, Hikaru Nakamura, Wesley So, and Fabiano Caruana. 4 others will join them in Division 1, and there will also be Division 2 and Division 3 like the previous time. This will take place in April, and of course the Pro Chess League and numerous other tournaments taking place. So that's this week. See you all next week. If you like this episode, then do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and see you all really soon.